Good morning. My name is Kirk Kleinschmidt. I'm with Kaiser Permanente, one of the nation's leading healthcare providers, taking care of 10.6 million people across the country. It's my privilege today to introduce Sabrina Muddukrishna, the founder and CEO of the Town Kitchen, an Oakland-based, community-driven food company that employs and empowers urban youth. Since its start in 2015, the Town Kitchen has served more than 80,000 meals to corporate clients, including my organization. Their food focuses on fresh, locally provided ingredients, prepared and served by urban youth, bringing together sustainability and workforce development. Please welcome Sabrina.
Thank you so much. My last name is a beast, so I'm very grateful. Hi, everyone. I'm Sabrina Muddukrishna. I'm the founder and CEO of the Town Kitchen. The Town Kitchen's a community-driven food business that employs and empowers systems-impacted youth. Since our launch last year, we've delivered over 80,000 lunches to over 500 clients, including Kaiser Permanente, the Super Bowl, Walmart, and the city of Oakland. So while I'm going to talk a little bit about the model. But before I do, I'm going to talk about myself, because I'm here on stage. So I'm a lot of things, right? I'm a woman of color. I'm an immigrant. I've been working in workforce development for over 10 years. And the thing is that working with young people, it really drives you to think about building relationships and think about your most authentic self. Because young people, they know when you're not being real, and they're really good at rolling their eyes. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself through the lens of food. So this is a Sri Lankan meal. My parents were born in Sri Lanka, grew up working class. They have their own dry cleaner. As you can see, Sri Lankan food is super colorful. A lot of rice and curry. Unlike Indian food, there's a lot of meat. So we eat chicken, we eat fish, we eat wild boar. And it's super spicy. And as my aunt would say, you can't cook Sri Lankan food unless you're drinking a glass of wine. So when we talk about food, it's really an opportunity for us to talk about our culture and to really connect with people. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over to you, and I want to ask you to pair up with someone, hopefully you don't know the person next to you, and talk about your own narrative through food, right? I'm going to take 30 seconds, it can be about your favorite childhood dish, it can be about your own culture, but I implore you to meet somebody new and share your story through food. All right, 30 seconds, and then I'll tell you to switch. Go. So the question is, why would I spend the limited time on stage to turn it over to you, right? And the question is really about building community. I believe that long-lasting change starts with building community. And I think that building community starts with personal relationships. So while I probably am not going to get to talk to every one of you today, hopefully you'll give me credit if you have a really great relationship here and you go on to do amazing things. And this is really what we think about when we think about our business. So how does building community really integrate into a food business that employs youth? So our community lunchbox is our product, right? So we have a chef-crafted main course that's made in-house by my co-founder and our executive chef, who was formerly an executive sous chef over at Google. And we've partnered purposefully with local artisans to offer an 8-ounce drink and sweet. Today's lunch that you're having, which I'm really excited, our artisan partners is a company called Local in Oakland, and they also employ youth, and they made a strawberry lime agua fresca. And then we also partner with Vinea Bakery. That's a small artisan food business in Oakland, and they made a cappuccino panna cotta. What's been awesome about this is that we get to generate revenue for small businesses. Right now, 100% of our businesses in our artisan community are either founded by women or people of color. And yes, thank you. We've worked with over 40 artisans to date. And the way that turns around for us is that those artisans not only give us social media love, not only think about us when on their next sales event, but they also connect on our workforce side. So when we train young people and we don't have enough spots, then our artisan partners actually employ the young people that are coming out of our workforce training. So we've tried to create this ecosystem built on relationships to really create something that's mutually beneficial for artisans, for food tech companies, and for youth in local communities. I'm going to talk a little bit about our nonprofit side. So we're a hybrid model. We're a for-profit benefit corporation in the food tech space. Clients order online. They can order the same day before 10 a.m. We're launching a mobile app so that co-working spaces can order the same day as well. And on our nonprofit side, we're focused on our education outcomes. So we have our culinary and food entrepreneurship training. It's 120 hours rooted in entrepreneurship. It's accredited through San Francisco State University. Our young people get training in barista skills and back-of-the-house skills, but also through a lens of food justice and social justice. And on top of that, we've been able to leverage grant dollars so that we can serve Alameda County probation youth, reentry youth, and they actually get a stipend for going through this training. When they come out, 92% of the graduates that are coming out of this program are employed at food businesses. A lot of that is with the Town Kitchen. We start at a wage of $15 an hour, and we hope to get to $20 an hour in the next year. So a little bit about our business itself is that we serve clients, a gamut of clients. So we serve a lot of tech companies that are in the startup space. We serve education, UC Berkeley. We do a lot of conferences like this one. We're also doing tech inclusion. We deliver over 80,000 lunches to 572 companies. And on our impact side, currently over 66% of our employees are foster youth. And with the support of a case manager, 90% of our employees are right now enrolled in college. And our average hourly wage is $15.45 an hour. So my question to you today is, what is your strongest professional relationship, and how do we scale it? Thank you so much. I'm not I think we might have time for a question. If there's any questions, I would love to answer them. I can answer lunch questions, too. Hello.
Congratulations for the beautiful work.
Thank you.
What's your greatest challenge, or what can we do to help you most?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think the hardest thing is thinking about scaling, right? When we think about workforce development, while there's a lot of great social entrepreneurship models that have embedded case management, that have workforce development, the funding that's attached to it, that's nonprofit funding, means that we only impact a select few. So we're really leveraging a for-profit benefit corporation to create a scalable model and use the food tech space, which is growing and it's a $70 billion market, to be able to scale this across the country, right? And so for you, I really implore you to think about how workforce development can be scaled, and what are the biggest gaps? For us, we've really needed access to case managers. Really, the program, we work with a lot of foster youth. It doesn't work unless we have social support. We have access to a great job. They get free lunch every day. There's a community there, but there's so many other things that happen before they even get to work. So how can we think about how government and how private sector really works together? But using the youth lens, how do we do that quickly? My frustration in this space is that always, funding takes forever in the nonprofit space, and by the time you look up, you have young people that used to be 14 and now they're 19. It doesn't work. We need to figure out how to move things faster, and how we can do that together. And I don't know if I have all the answers, but I would love to talk to people after if they do have more models that they can share with me. Thank you.